how do I feel about anime being a part of modern times? Okay, so this is a topic that I really, really want to get out. That I really just want like people to understand. I'm so glad that anime is a regular. It's not awkward at all. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. Review anime as mature, content versus its old reputation for people like Lily being uninfluenced by anime. But that's because Lily anime was specifically being made for the people under the influence of that, fantasy, like substance. But then anime started to become more and more social as the years went by, but we all forgot about what literally was the main hit for anime. So you know what the whole point of like this new generation was? They started making excuses like the Teen Titans anime wasn't all right. We thought it was that Teen Titans Go is doing something better for the community. It's like this and that, and that literally the Teen Titans really was a disappointment if you read the comics, because the comics are nothing like the Teen Titans show. And like, why do they have Teen Titans looking like an anime? I was hearing shit like that. I'm like, you guys are so out there. It's really, 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 really crazy. Like, they started caring about like literally how shit is written more than how entertaining it is and shit like that. And they started saying like shit like, oh, fucking like all those pretty colors are fucking for monkeys and imbeciles and shit like that. You have to actually watch something with some actual substance and stuff like that. There's partial truth to that, but you can't really make that everything, because then literally people with fucking three eyes will fucking think they can hit chick, literally think they can fucking get chicks and shit. Like literally people with fucking like dislocated jaws can think they can get girls that way. I'm like, you have to literally be more realistic where it comes to that shit. There's a lot of truth to that. Yeah, Dojo Book Bites cover is definitely, something you need to learn. What happens when you actually read books? And you actually see a cover that you can tell by the way that it's drawn that it's not going to be a good book. Well, if you check the front and back and you say it's not interesting. We had a big misconception, and they were complaining about that, but one thing that they forgot is the whole reason why Teen Titans was as graphic as it was because Dragon Ball Z was one of the top tier shows in Western entertainment. So you have to understand that literally the whole time we've been trying to replicate the feel. How are we going to replicate the feel of this anime that was a fucking blockbuster for the United States of Lily? How are we going to replicate this? Lily, that's why Teen Titans and all of them have big eyes. That's why it looks so similar to anime. We were always trying to replicate literally how are we gonna have the same success as Dragon Ball Z in America. So we started like literally experimenting, like even with like with complex timelines, like Codename Kids Next Door, and they started referencing it in Brilliant Magic. Dragon Ball Z had a really, really big impact, but it did have a bad reputation for people like literally having mental conditions from it, literally just that. And it was actually like stated in manga, like literally that they express mental condition in manga, like Sasuke has a form of PTSD and stuff like that. That literally they put a little piece of fucking like mental condition in each and every manga to let you know that it's for the community. It's for a sheltered and sick community, and that's why it's the way it is. It's a beautiful fucking thing. Like, it's a beautiful gift. Like imagine like literally somebody like imagine Forrest Gump. You're trying to teach Forrest Gump like literally how to socialize and shit like that, and you make something completely epic like, hey Forrest, I want to teach you how to fight. I'm gonna show you this thing where I flip these fucking sticky notes. Like literally, you're gonna imagine it's gonna make you want to do this and this and that. And this guy thought just like you, but he ended up doing good and stuff like that. Like, this is literally that's what it was made for. So it wasn't made to diss anybody with a mental condition. It was made to give like literally people different opportunities, give people different insights, and like literally give opportunity to all forms of media. That's just a slight. Anime appeals to all people, and the main origin of it is spiritual, and that's why when characters die, they stay dead. It's made to give you like emotional attachments. That's why I was so disappointed in the anime community saying that Kishimoto had lazy writing during the 4th grade Ninja War when he killed Neji, when he literally did this and that. Like, oh, I thought Neji was gonna get a couple of power-ups. And like, how did you ever fucking think that? He didn't do shit for this entire fucking time skip, and you thought he was gonna get a power-up? No way. This is the shit that they say in the anime community. Oh, but then Neji dies. They got our hopes up, and then Neji dies. So like, literally out fucking nowhere, Neji's just gonna have his power-up when we already established that he wasn't relevant. This is the shit that I was hearing in the anime community, and at the time I was making AMVs, literally really intellectual AMVs. Literally, I was adding color to them because literally I was getting rejected by girls in school, and literally I was trying to make the AMVs more than what they were, and my brother was literally clowning on me like, oh man, what happened to the Rizaki I knew back in junior high? He like literally it used to be more emotional when you used to match clips theirs. Now you literally just adding color like to make it more dynamic where it's not. Like literally, just not literally. He used to say shit like that, and like literally, and then those people who literally said that shit about Neji, like, oh, I thought Neji was gonna go up a few power ups, and then he ended up dying and stuff like that. Like, really, so that literally, and he gets more fucking reviews and shit, and I'm having this genuine passing thing where I'm literally going out doing this and that and Lily. And the benefit in their side of the field is he is accepting that it's not something it's not. He's actually talking about the anime. He's talking about what happened in the episode. So there's no way that like you can prove him wrong. Lily fucking Lily. He just commented on the newest episode of a hot ass show. So of course his shit is gonna be more universal. All you have to do is listen to him talk. You don't gotta pay attention or anything like Lily. He informs you on what happens and shit and like Lily. So like Lily, there's more of a universal fucking purpose from it. But where's the soul? And the fact that he made a dumbass statement, but the fact that he was a stereotypical black guy, it was a black guy saying that shit. Like, oh, my nigga Neji, why it had to be him? Like, literally, all that fake fucking propaganda shit, literally, in the middle of the fact that he just said some dumbass shit. And literally, I'm doing this general Ryan shit with AMVs, I'm not getting views, but literally, the concept of what he's doing is the reason why he's getting my views. I didn't understand that until I got older. The concept that he's not taking a risk and that he's doing, like, literally, the most bullshit thing possible, but it's a guaranteed benefit, is a really, really, really good tool that you need to learn over time. Like, literally, why make things harder than they need to be? And like, being an anime YouTuber wasn't a hobby that I felt like I wanted to invest in because I didn't think that it was a fun enough, subject in order for me to do it. Like, I'm gonna buy this $30 microphone. I'm gonna get all the benefits of like getting all these subs from YouTube. It's just $30 fucking dollars, and I could literally have an episode reviews. I can get way more. But then that takes the fun out of fucking everything. I'm like, man, like literally, for my vocal ability, for the personality I have, they should like me for what literally what I already have and shit like that. But we actually live with spoiled nerds. You have to have an HD camera. Ain't no recording on your phone unless you're super high tower. Unless you already have subs, there's no recording on your phone, and that is a bullshit ass mentality. The new anime community is really fucking cool because we used to act really stupid questions like, yo, why is fucking him doing this and that, like literally this and that, literally? Why do you watch fucking a Brit series and shit like that? Why don't you watch like the actual original script, like literally, what's the whole purpose of AMVs? Like, just fucking clips for a song. Like, I like them actually going into depth about the fucking mangaka's thoughts and like literally, how he was thinking about doing this pattern, like literally, what inspired the mangaka to do this thing, like literally, oh, he inspired this character is based off this and that, literally, and then that other character comes from an actual tale, from an actual Japanese folklore, and so they're like literally they're actually referencing like a real fucking spiritual ceremony they do in Japan when they make that symbol. Did you know that, Eris? Like literally, just like literally, they do this and that, literally, all the fucking show, like hey, that's cool. No, I'm watching the opening, like literally, I'm listening to the OSTs, like literally, fucking, I'm playing the video games, I'm living through the fucking anime experience, like all that shit's cool and all, but fucking like literally, fucking like this is the shit that kept me content. This is the shit that saved me when I was having pussy problems, dude. Like literally, fucking all that substance, like literally, fucking the shippings, the different ideas I can make for the AVs, like literally, oh fucking, like this girl from Fairy Tail came out, oh like fucking, they usually don't have good anime girls, like oh fucking, oh this girl's rapping in a song, I'm gonna use this girl for this verse, so, like literally, this literally, it's shit like that that just kept me content in high school when I was really fucking struggling. And then literally, guess what? Literally, fucking Love and Hip Hop took over it. Like literally, it didn't even matter. Like literally, if I adapted, I would sign Crisis fucking Hood as them, but I wouldn't have nearly as much results because they would have fucking shit that was by default better than mine. Like, I had the better personality, I had the better morals, but guess what? They have a pair of black and white Jordans on their feet, and they have literally $20 fucking, like at least $30 fucking shiny black jeans, Levi jeans, fucking black and white Jordans, Levi jeans, and a shirt from Zoomies, literally. And I'm sitting over here fucking with shirts from fucking Ross and shit, fucking orange and white fucking collared shirt, fucking blue fucking fake Levi jeans and shit, and a pair of Converse and shit, literally fucking really fly shit like back in the day, like literally really creative and selective of the choices. Yeah, but literally, guess what, buddy? Those Jordans are $100, and nothing in your whole fit isn't even $100. I'm sorry, that's how real world, that's how the real world turned into. In the old ways, we used to respect people like that and used to be like, oh, them some fucking Converses, them some fucking Chuck Studs feet, literally, he old school, we're rocking with him, literally, I like your style, what's your name, kid, stuff like that. That's how literally how it used to be. But since we have the most unrealistic standards shit that we can, that's all they look at, but that's actually for a good thing, because literally that, like literally, those Jordans imply resources, those Jordans imply money, and in the natural instincts of animals, we're naturally drawn to like actual instincts. They have a better chance of survival with the guy who has Jordans because he has the bigger house, basically. I'm sorry, but that's the fucking truth. And like literally, that's why fucking girls don't like you unless you're at a populist ass, because being popular like guarantees resources and shit. It's shit like that. But what happens when you have all those guarantees, but you take context out of everything and you just go with that, and then you realize that outside of all his fucking outfits, you're lame. And the guy who actually had an organic personality, you just down everything, like everything that was organic about Naruto, the fucking theme song you skip because literally the show, like literally the suspense of literally the action, literally what's about to happen next, the suspense of not knowing what happens next, you spoiled by manga. Everything that's fucking suspenseful that you can get involved in, you already spoiled for yourself, and like literally you fucking drag it out, like literally fucking, and you dry it up like a raisin, and then you wait for him to fucking come with a new batch of fucking grapes. That's exactly how the fucking anime world works. The new anime community that I've made over the time is fucking beautiful. Fucking the Shinobi Striker community, all these new cosplay girls, like literally everything that I like about anime today is way fucking better. It's not a stretch. It's never too much because of literally all the hard work that I put in, but not just that. Literally, what it should have been the whole time. I used to be laughed at for viewing anime the way I do. Like, Eris, why are you listening to rap and you're watching anime? It's a big contradiction. Literally, this and I used to be criticized over and over and over again, like literally this and that. And the worst part about it is, like literally fucking, you claim like you like anime hip hop so much. How come I never see you watching reruns of Yu Yu Hakusho? How come I never see you watching how come I never even see you talking about Yu Yu Hakusho? You're supposed to be the big bad anime hip hop and shit like that. Literally, and here's one thing, like literally that I learned. I'm like Yu Yu Hakusho is too much. Like literally, that's me. That's why I have really good fucking moral. I love Yu Yu Hakusho, but I'll never fucking marathon like that with such a good show. Why would I fucking fucking binge it and destroy each and every fucking moment and shit? Like literally, I watched every single episode when it was on Toonami, but when it took off the air, literally, I had no interest in like literally getting caught up to it. They talk about Shisui and some more shit, like literally, what defines the characters, like the 6 different paths of his power and shit like that. They go into depth like shit like that. I'm like, that shit is far beyond my comprehension. I didn't even finish the fucking anime, and you're already talking about fucking like power scaling and like fucking different attributes and traits and shit. I'm like, this is why you don't get your point across in graphic design. That's why you got way more views making a rock song game V. Recognize the community you're doing this for. And that's when the other guy who talks the bullshit about Neji gets the cake and gets the fucking victory. But guess what? He may have something that's a guarantee, but what happens when you figure out a fucking story like me and my brother? Like where me and my brother argue over Naruto LimeWire AMVs. Like me and my brother argue over why you're hella fucking gay for only playing Storm, but I'm playing 2K and Call of Duty and all this other shit. Literally, what happens when you get something organic like that, something that can't be replaced, something that not everybody can fucking just pick up a camera and do because you can't find it anywhere else, but you decide to expand upon it. Oh, because then that's a force to be reckoned with. Did you know that basically RDC World is here because this is what the media wants out of me? This is what they want. Like, these are people who are really, really dedicated to their craft. Do you know that RDC World literally is how, like, literally the mainstream want me to do things? They want me to act out in plays and stuff like that. They want me to literally fucking make more face videos. They feel like I was a really good because I'm handsome, that I was a better, like, stage performer, that I would be a better stage performer if I tried. So RDC World is what they want to see at me, but I'm like, I like RDC World for what it is because literally it's so fucking good because I'm not dedicated to shit like that, and I love Marcus and what the fuck he does. And that is exactly why I fucking literally, they're here right now. They have the opportunity because they heard there was somebody who was coming up who had a really big vision of anime hip hop. And instead of all this graffiti shit, in order to make it hood, they made sure that it was PG as possible. The editing for RDC World is PG, and that's the whole thing. And that's why they're able to keep it afloat for shonen. My shit is too explicit in order to like literally my understanding in the content is like it's too mature. Like they kept it at a square level. With me, I had like a bad pothead addiction when I was in high school and shit like that. Like, literally, I was viewing anime and wrong way. I was thinking that anime was gangster shit where it was like, oh, this nigga Jiraiya is a goon and stuff like that. Me and my white boyfriend literally had these greatest like fucking conversations. Like this nigga Pain hella gangster. He has fucking needles in his nose and shit. Like we used to have fucking conversations like that. But guess what? Me and him out of the whole fucking spectrum of anime fans. The majority of anime fans aren't smoking weed. Literally, they're still listening to rock. They're making AMVs still of rock songs. Literally getting all the support from the community, and that's the way I learned about racism. That's where I learned about this and that, and that's where I learned there has to be a medium. There has to be like literally this and that, because there are too many black people that like anime literally for it to fall in. And then I realized, yo, it really is a sheltered ass community because I was the only one to go to their convention to actually like pull a girl. Like literally, it was insane, like recorded in history, and that lets you know that it's a small world. It's a really, really small world because anime was such like a thing that wasn't touched about. You don't know how insecure I was in high school. Literally, my first convention I went to was a very small one in a small building that was kind of like the YMCA, and like literally, me and Peter went to it, and I bought my first plushie for my very first time when I was a sophomore in anime. And what happened is I got caught smoking in school and stuff like that, so I couldn't get high for the entire year, and like literally, sports was pissing me off too because literally I played sports because literally I didn't have the extracurricular activity of smoking, so literally I tried to play sports. They're lame, and so literally my friend comes along and he's saying that literally this and that, and yeah, go watch the fucking Peter playlist, fucking Peter video and some more shit. So anyway, I go on convention and like literally, so this is what happens. So lately, somebody's in my head. I don't know if it's a devil, I don't know if it's God, because this is literally while I'm listening to Naruto voice actors make songs. Literally, I'm looking up fucking songs by Japanese voice actors. That's how much of a weeb I was in high school. I was a major weeb. Kokiyasu, Lucy Ritalia, Sosuke Aizen, everything. I loved. I even made a fan-made movie called Terasuki. Literally, that's how fucking hard I was, and that's when I was the most on nons, was when I was in high school. Like literally, I was inspired by playing Ultimate Ninja Storm to make nons, but all of them getting no coochie, struggling in society. Like, Aaron, you can make it out. I believe it to you. Drop it in the clap. Drop it in the clap. You can do it, man. You can do it, man. Like, no, get the fuck out. Literally, the only thing that should be dropping is a girl's ass on my face. You have to have that. Literally, if you don't learn how to say shit like that over time, you will never, I repeat, never be OG like me. I'm sorry. That shit isn't gonna fucking help. Like, literally, I'm going through fucking physical fucking hormones in school, and like you say, we still have Naruto. No. Literally, fucking, it's really, really out there. That's why Kishimoto was editing it over time. They had to make Naruto more political over time in order to like please the audience, because literally, fucking Naruto versus Pain saved a whole lot of people. But we had to censor anime for that very reason. Like, I'll get to that in another video. But the main aspect of this is literally fucking, we kept on pretending that anime was something that wasn't. It was cool shit. It's just that you can take it to Rob Ray doing a whole bunch of other shit. Now the way people view it is completely natural, neither good or bad. It's what it is. It's entertaining. It looks good. It's literally, it has really good screenplay. It really gets you into it. And so I'm seeing more fucking Latina girls, like literally so many more girls get into it. More black women starting like an anime, literally fucking all this other shit, like literally so much shit going on today, like because anime is more expected. And so this all goes down to Shinobi Striker. So I made this a big chunk of information for a video because literally we kept on getting away with basic shit until we had to accept that Lil Pump was the only thing left. So we need to have passion, and we need to literally understand what made the first Naruto so passionate, what made the One Piece so passionate, this and that, because that's literally when I started like literally to focus on shit like in my prime. And you have to understand that literally how I feel today is how it should have been the entire time. It should have been respected for what it was. Like, I'm not saying first thing, like, it is kind of like, you know, a fucking outlandish thing. We're gonna respect this thing that comes from Japan. Like, it's just as hip as hip hop. But we don't see everybody rocking Goku tees. We're all rocking right tees and fucking, you know, fucking beanie caps and shit like that. Lately, oh, fucking Dragon Ball Z is Kishi. We're starting selling drugs there. So I'm sorry, this is fucking high school and shit. But no, like, you have to understand that is unorthodox. So like, literally, it shouldn't be the regular. Like, it should still be a criteria. It should still be under sports, but it should be the exact same momentum it was when it was on TV, and that's the problem. And that's really, that's what I realized it today. Literally, fucking, and we have so much shit, like literally pulling reverse psychology. Like you like what you see, what's your problem? And I schooled so many girls fucking learned the fucking big ass fucking mistake of what you see is what you get in high school. So many girls that rejected me came back for their one fucking reason. Like, it turned out to be a big ass storyline for a simple ass fact: I'm sexy as fuck. Let's just get it over with already. And it took fucking 10 years after literally breaking down all the bullshit fucking distractions in society, they finally got this dick. Okay, so literally, fucking, it's true. It's very, very, very true. Like, literally, the main purpose of the video is very, 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 because when I literally, for the Shinobi Striker community, literally, freaking, when they're all with the dripped out clothes, how I get to play with multiple niggas online, that's all thanks to your boy. That's all thanks to me putting in work in the ARL, me literally, Akame got killed, like literally fucking like so much other shit. All that fucking work for me putting in the work of anime hip hop over time is why we have Shinobi Striker. You know, the constant arguments of Call of Duty versus Naruto Storm with me and my brother. That's another reason why we have Shinobi Striker. I'm telling you, that game is a symbolism of how we view anime today. It's completely dank. It's completely everything that it was supposed to be. Like literally, and fucking, it's social. You can have girls now. You just imagine how much pain I was in growing up in 7th grade, like literally getting clowned down by everybody at school, coming home to beautiful concepts like fan art and AMVs, like great activities that that express how you're feeling and express how you like literally enjoy your life. And like literally, it's like this over and over again. Literally, look at so many other people going hard at AMVs and fan arts and fan shippings and like literally fucking alternate storylines, creating scripts for fucking random characters, pretending that characters are having sex, creating fucking couple mangas and stuff like that. All this intellectual shit that's great and fucking I come home to, but I'm still all by myself and nobody's there to validate me or back up my statement. So people like Lil Stone can get away with saying that literally, oh, Shishomaru looks like a gangster is why you're autistic, Riz. No, Shishomaru does look like a gangster. Tobirama looks like a gangster. Naruto looks like a literally ninja version of Eminem. What the fuck, man? Literally, and people call me autistic for the longest time, and all the girls and everybody else like literally fell for the simplest fucking thing. What you see is what you get. Yeah, there's a shitload of complexity, but it all goes back to the same point. Literally, it all goes back to the same thing. Like, literally, it all goes back to like my main fucking point. Like, literally, are you gonna really just literally have me ride this train the entire time, or literally, are you just gonna like literally get over it for it? Like, literally, you don't understand. Literally, all goes back to the main point. And shit like that. Especially when I did shit in order to break the fucking reverse psychology. Like, I learned how to dance, I learned how to rap, I learned how to do everything, and you still literally hold me to that ridiculous ass shit. You don't understand. What you see is already explanatory, and you still have me like go through this complex ass timeline for no reason. And that's how this world has been working for the longest time. Like literally, there's a fucking limit to it. Like literally, fucking I have green eyes, literally walking fucking sleeve shirts and shit. Like literally this and that. Literally, fucking like literally fucking. You can try to critique me saying that it's not fucking media standards clothes. Like literally, they're not fucking like purple A's at you shit that cost over $40 and shit. It's more than enough to survive. Way more than enough to survive. You have to understand that. And that's the fucking ridiculous standards we have like in entertainment. So whenever I play Shinobi Striker now, it's great. You don't know how bad I felt by myself. Literally over and over again. Literally fucking watching Avian. No one's here to validate me. Literally, I'm such a loser. I should have socialized when I was young and stuff like that. Literally crying to myself over and over and over again when nobody can support my statement. Now I'm over here over 1 million subs on YouTube. Literally, now I get to advertise how much fun I used to have by myself. That everybody's like, dude, that's pretty cool. I'm like, you don't know literally how it felt like literally having shit make this much sense by having nobody like literally back it up in real life over and over and over again. So I feel like it's at the standard that it should be. Like literally all the fan art and shit is cool, and now it's like dang quality now. I love that, but at the same time, like literally it doesn't feel forced. It's not my fault, like literally, because literally fucking it was already good. You guys just finally woke up, and that's literally fucking like literally what the situation is literally it was fucking out there and shit. Literally, so what I feel like it's great. I feel like it's definitely where it needs to be, and I love like the new concept that it's social, but it's not so social to the point where we did forget about sports. But there's another reason why we don't have sports that's really separate away from all that nerd shit, and that's why I love this shit. But I don't feel like anime should be more important than sports at all. I don't. I feel like what we need to do is that we need to like really get down to the nitty gritty. Like, yo, stop really picking a general subject and expecting it to be self-explanatory for your entire life because everybody is different. But literally, we're treating it like the black and white society what it is. We're never gonna evolve. So like, this is Mood Tricks. This is what I feel about the current generation of anime.